What's your take on Chrisette Michele accepting and actually singing at the inauguration?
You know, Chrisette Michele made a comment that she's just an artist. She's just an entertainer. You know, and I'm an entertainer too, but I think that, you know, we so much more than that, man. I think that we speak for a group of people who have been through the same situation that we sing about. So we lightweight ambassadors. So when you take and have an opinion, it's viewed from the people as their opinion. So when you're an ambassador, you can't have a personal opinion no more. Like, you gave that up once the people start supporting you. So your opinion has to reflect the people. And I just don't feel like that her opinion reflected the people. Now, who knows? Maybe somebody in her family needed an operation, or she was behind on bills and she needed the bread. I don't know. But we kind of give that up, man. Once we get the support of the people, we got to support the people, man, period.
Like, do you know Chrisette Michele personally?
Yeah, I know Chris. Talent,
Okay.
great, cool, never had no problem. Do a lot of shows with her, and you know.
Okay, so you guys are yeah. Because I was thinking you guys probably performed together.
Yeah, a lot of times. Chrisette, cool. I remember when Chrisette first started in New York when she was not even signed yet. You know.
So, if you were offered to sing at the inauguration, you got offered the same $250,000 that she was offered, what would you say?
I would say no, like quit, like, you know, because I think it would destroy my career. Like, you know, the audience that I speak for, I just wouldn't feel like that I was doing them justice by lending that pedestal to somebody that I knew that they didn't support. I can't lend they shit without their permission. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, the backlash was big. I mean, especially from people like Spike Lee, who said that he's pulling his movie, her music out of his movies and stuff like that. I mean, it was her choice. I think that in general, because a lot of people actually were offered to perform and turn it down, including like people like 2 Chainz talked about it actually, you know, he turned down an invitation.
You know, I think they said she got like 250 or whatever. I think the Black Celebrity Network would have came together and got her 250 to not perform. I really think if she would have said, yo, I'm not saying she needed the bread. She don't never seem like she hurting for nothing when I see her. But if she did, I guarantee you, man, Cash would have came up with 250. I'd have chipped in on it too.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Now, you were actually offered the role of Lucius Lyon on Empire?
Yeah. Well, they didn't offer me the role, but when they was developing that, and so they had developed it. Imagine this: a dude who had just got out of prison, who did something musically, and he plays the guitar. They was like, "That's Lyfe Jennings right there." So, you know, I read a couple times for it and all of that, and they wanted me to come in, but I was on a roll, like I was on tour then, and of course I didn't know it was gonna be that big, or I would have canceled a couple dates. You know, to be Lucius, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I seeing you with Taraji P. Henson, husband and wife. Okay, I could see that. That'd be kind of fly.
I think we'd have been doper though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it'd have been a younger show. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they killed it though. Shit, they did their thing on there.
Nah, definitely. That's actually one of my favorite shows. Yeah, because I guess who's doing the music now? Rodney Jerkins is doing the music.
Oh,
on
Rodney,
it. I ran
Rodney
into him
doing that?
recently.
Yeah, Rodney, dope, man. But I like that power though.
Power's dope too. I feel you. Yeah. No, but it went from, I think Timberland was doing the music for the first season, and now Rodney Jerkins did it for the second season.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man. So, what are the new projects you got coming up? And I know you have a tour coming up also.
Yeah, the new project is tentatively titled The Last Supper. And I'm just really...
Wait, hold on a sec. The Last Thumper?
The Last Supper.
Supper. Okay, sorry. The Last Supper.
Yeah.
Okay. Like in Jesus.
Yeah, as in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. You know.
Okay.
It's just like really a throw to R&B is not R&B no more. Like the way they sing out here, it's like I always look at stuff like, is this gonna be around 20 years from now? And it is very rare that I hear something that's gonna be around for 20 years to me. So the cats who have that pedestal right now, when it's gone, it's gonna be gone, man. So it's kind of like, the Last Supper, you know.
Right now, there's very few like traditional R&B singers out there. It's more like a trap soul kind of era right now, where you see the Bryson Tillers and you see the Weekends,
Right.
and you see the futures even, who are kind of rapping and singing, but it's sort of kind of a line in between.
Right. If it ain't no rap in it, they ain't playing it. You know.
I remember, I think it was because I was running around with Game when he was doing his first album, and they actually had to take 50 off a bunch of the hooks.
Really?
And put Nate Dogg and like they had to put Nate Dogg on a couple of the hooks because 50 was singing a lot of the hooks on Game's first album.
Yeah. That's crazy, boy. That's a whole story right there.
Yeah. Like for example, 21 Questions was originally 50 singing the hook, and then they put Nate Dogg on it because 50 just had too many songs on the album.
You know what? And 50 did sing on this first album too.
100%.
Tell Me Would You Love Me Now? That right there. That was, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, in fact, all the shit he was bashing Ja Rule for doing, he just turned around and did himself. All the singing shit was all 50. So, I mean, as a what I consider a traditional soul singer, like, what do you think about sort of what people consider singing these days?
I'm one of them dudes, man. I let everybody do their thing. Like I appreciate everybody's craft, because whether I like it or don't like it, apparently somebody do. But I do think the technical part of it, like when you talking about actually learning something from music, like when you learn the piano, it stretches your brain because you got to learn notes and stuff like that. And it's the same way with being on key because your voice is your instrument. So I think when you bypass that step, it kind of tarnishes, the learning process for you as well as other people because they feel like I can bypass the step now too,
I mean, do you ever listen to like a song on the radio where you have someone singing and it's off key and you just kind of cringe to yourself a little bit?
Shit, everything is off key now. So if I did, I don't know more. Right? But I like some of them cats that be rapping and singing like Drake. Like he just like, dude, you can't take nothing away from that dude, man. That dude, he all right.
No, 100%. I mean, I think I just read that he's been on the charts for 400 weeks now.
Ain't it funny how that go? Like, remember when that was Lil Wayne, and then all of a sudden you just don't hear Wayne no more?
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep, he definitely took that over.
Man.
So The Last Supper, like who'd you work on it with? Any guest appearances?
Not at the moment. I try to finish songs first, and then I think who would add to it. I just don't want to go after names and stuff like that. I really be sitting right here, banging it out. I don't need no big studio, no big names, man. Just a little honesty,
I feel you. And you still have your original producer with you?
Yeah, Romario Weber, yep.
Okay. And you're going on tour?
Yeah, we are starting tour next month, February. Music Soul Child, Kendrick Family Soul, Avery Sunshine, and myself. And who else is on that? Oh, Chrisette. Yeah, Chrisette is on a couple of those dates.
You're going on tour with Chrisette Michele?
No, I'm not going on tour with Chrisette Michele. Chrisette Michele was on a couple of the dates that they're doing. So,
So, okay, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting one. I mean, has she done shows? Is this going to be like her first show after the inauguration, the show with you?
I don't think so. Like, I have no idea. I mean, but at the end of the day, people have made babies off of that song. They have had experiences off of her song. So I don't even know if it's so much about her no more as celebrating the experience that they had. And she's a great entertainer. Like, you can't take nothing away from her talent, man. And, we all do shit sometime, man. So,
I feel you. I mean, Do you think that you enjoy the performance process more or the recording process?
Definitely the performance, because the performance is instant. If it ain't working, the crowd is gonna tell you it's not working. You know? And I just like the intimacy of it. Like I did a show even with Chrisette Michele, and when she walked out and she just didn't do nothing, she just sat on a stool and the crowd was going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? See, that's intimacy right there. I can't get that from some speakers in a computer, you know?
I feel you, man. I feel you. Well, listen, man, I'm definitely a big fan of what you're doing. Wish you the absolute best of luck, and just keep doing your thing. I mean, you got a dope catalog that's always going to be important in music.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate y'all too, giving us R&B cats, old school R&B cats a pedestal, man, because everybody not doing it.
Old school? You really consider yourself old school?
No, but that's what cats be saying, so I'll be trying not to fight against the tiger. Check out the new soul revival tour.com. That's going to give, I guess, all the dates we're going out on.
Dope, dope. I definitely want to check that out, man, when it comes to my city.
For sure.
All right, Lyfe Jennings, man, salute.
All right, easy, man.